What if I told you that a man diagnosed with tuberculosis in 1889 not only survived, but built the largest independent nursery in America? The Green Industry Hall of Fame has inducted John Armstrong, who arrived in California with nothing but seeds that would then bloom in the White House Rose Garden and launch Knott's Berry Farm's boysenberry empire. In this story, you'll discover how his passion for roses created a 135-year horticultural dynasty that's still thriving as an employee-owned powerhouse. Hit that like button and subscribe because this legacy is everything. Okay, so I have to tell you, I've been doing what we've been doing here for the Green Industry Hall of Fame for many years. This is the first time I've had so many people stepping on my toes for an interview. So we only have one microphone and let's maximize this, okay? How does that sound?
Sounds good.
You like that idea? Okay. So look at that. Look at that. We got people over there cheering for you over there. Okay. And Armstrong's is kind of like if you were to say Q-tip in the world of landscaping. People know who Armstrong Nursery is. And today we're here inducting, and we've inducted John Armstrong, who is the founder. He's the founder.
Founder of Armstrong in 1889.
Ooh, that's a long time ago.
Yep. Just a minute.
Well, I know the guy who had asked to induct him, and he was very passionate for the fact about how important of a person he was, and technically still is, in the industry. So between us here, you guys said we had what 3,000 years of right, and I think you're the elder statesman over here.
Right. Yeah, I've been with the company 44, Lisa 20, and Tom 36. So that adds up to 100. But John S. Armstrong's obviously being the one that founded the company, and Steve Perez is the one that got him in here and got him sponsored. And I would say it's about time for this man. It's been so great in the green industry for all these years, and he now would see that he has the largest independent nursery in the United States through Armstrong's and Pike connected with our growing divisions and our houseplant divisions as well. So it's been a great contribution to an employee-owned company, and we owe it all to John S. Armstrong.
So when the nursery actually started, how did he do this? Was it just one plant and he was hawking it out of the front end of his buggy, or was it? Does anybody know what the history is on that?
No, he had a passion for it, obviously. He, like they said in there, he came from Ontario, Canada, and when he saw Ontario, California, he thought, okay, this is home, and that's why he got off. But he started, actually, because there's a very large citrus industry, and he started by growing screens for the citrus groves so that he didn't get blown away and the fruit knocked off. So he started actually with eucalyptus and olive trees and things like that. But then he had a passion, obviously, for the development of roses, and so he started the culture of roses, and that turned into the greater part of the company. And then from there, obviously became very well known. Charlotte Armstrong being the one named after his first wife that really created our whole company based off of the roses.
So how many nurseries are there of Armstrongs?
We have 27 stores in the Armstrong Garden Center side of our family. And we have how many on the Pike side?
There's 19 Pike Garden Centers, 4 in North Carolina and 15 in Georgia.
So you guys are really busy. Now, are the Pike Centers just as nice? Because I've never been to one. I got to tell you, come on, we're from Southern California.
They're bigger facilities. The closest one in Southern California would be our Torrance location. It's a 4-acre nursery. But the Pike Garden Centers are larger, and they're almost like a Quonset hut, you would say. A lot of it is covered and inside because of weather, obviously. But when we actually acquired them in 2008, Armstrong's then joined together, and we made us the largest independent nursery at that time, and they've been a major player in developing and making this whole company very uniform. Our uniforms look almost identical, except it says Pike and one says Armstrong's. But they had 100% recognition, name recognition, which by doing that, obviously one needed to create that culture and keep it going. But the other real interesting thing with all the travel these days and people going coast to coast, we have people that have moved from California to Georgia, and they actually go into the stores and they say, man, this looks like an Armstrong Garden Center. You guys know who that might be? And so then obviously the employees do inform them that we're one and the same.
Well, I have to admit, when you go to a store, it's very rare that you're going to find dirt on the ground. You're not going to find plants strewn all over the place. There's a theme to these stores, aren't there?
Well, there's a lot of thought and planning that's put into how the stores are laid out. There's a lot of direction put into how they're maintained. There's a high standard of quality control. The plants are always well fertilized, well maintained. If it's not up to snuff, it's not on our sales floor.
So I did a video for a client of mine, and I couldn't find a particular plant. I mean, I got connections with every wholesale nursery you could ever imagine. I went to an Armstrong's and I found that plant. What do you think about that?
That's the way we want it to be.
Yeah.
I think that something in our company has really seized on and carried on the passion of John Armstrong, and we value that in our associates, and we're happy when we can find that plant that you're looking for.
Oh, the gal, she came and she visited with me. She made sure I had the plant. She didn't. I mean, I have to admit, it was just an amazing experience. And do they everybody go through training like this, or?
We actually have a pretty extensive training program. A lot of associates will come to us from within the industry, or maybe going through school or college, or some just come like I did. I just started on working a job and fell in love with it, and go through a lot of hort classes, Horticulture 101, Hort 201, and then we do the California Certified Nursery Professional training.
Nice.
So when you encounter one of our associates, they usually have some good knowledge or background there.
Very exciting, and most importantly, congratulations to Armstrong Garden Centers and John Armstrong for the efforts that were put in. But because of that, I was able to finish my video. Thanks a lot. Congratulations for coming out.
Thanks to our platinum sponsors, Heritage Landscape Supply Group, standing tall, side on. Site One Landscape Supply and Rainbird flowing through it all. Hearts that answered the call, you're the foundation of this hall. In the Green Industry Hall of Fame. Our gold sponsors, Hunter Industries and K-Rain, shining bright. The Irrigation Association, guiding light. Plus CLCA Insurance Solutions, silver sponsorship in our side. You help us reach a greater height. Bronze sponsorship came from West Coast Arborists, as well as the American Society of Irrigation Consultants and Kellogg Garden Products, plus Toro 2. We're growing strong together, planting seeds that last forever. Every sponsor, every name in the Green Industry Hall of Fame. continued support from the Southern California chapter of the American Society of Landscape Architects. We honor you as well as New Viz. The Landscape Architecture, CLCA.